How do? So apparently, Liddell thinks I've been a good boy because she said I could get some new toys. Let me show you what we got. The farmer in.
Liddell.
The farmer in.
Liddell.
Hi ho, da dirty do, the farmer in.
Liddell.
All right. So this one right here is a new string line trimmer, and yep, I had to try it out immediately. And then this bad boy. And there it is. That is a pull saw. I've been wanting one of these for a good long while. And now I got no more excuses to clean the driveway up. Make it look like something. Well, that was that was short-lived. It doesn't really pick up very well on camera, but let's see if I can. Yeah, that's our rain gutter downspout, one of them. And that one is like half the roof. The one on the other side of the house is, well, let's just say the downspout has popped off because it back flushed. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to be running a pull saw on this. We have a thunderstorm going on, and let me tell you, y'all, it opened up. Oh, that was a little bit of a flash. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not. But anyway, yeah. I got down the driveway and I started going, and pass. Anyway, we'll get back to that later. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of rain. All right, so it is a new day, obviously. Still a little bit cloudy, but it ain't pouring on us. So this tree right here is an example of what I've been wanting to clean up with the pole saw. So all of those branches that basically are touching the ground, if we ever were to have a grass fire that came through here, it would absolutely take that tree out. This is more, well, never mind the branches on the ground because I haven't cleaned those up yet. But see how there's a lot more space? It still doesn't look great because there's all of those dead limbs that I can't quite get to without coming back to the trunk, but my saw doesn't quite get that far up. Believe it or not, those are like 15 feet off the ground, and the most I can reach is 14. But anyway, I've still got some trees obviously in the background that I need to limb up, but like this one here, it's I guess right there is some that need to come off still that are droopy. But anyway, we got quite the pile of brush. I'm debating whether or not I rent or buy a wood chipper. If I buy one, it'll have to be much smaller. If I rent one, I'm going to get the big dog so that I know I don't have trouble. But this is a better example too of like how I want the trees to look. You can drive underneath of those limbs that are like right here. Those are like, well, I guess there's a little bit if I get closer here. There's a little bit hanging down, but it's kind of hard to get like, oh, now it's getting harder to see. But like this branch right here, that one is maybe like 12 feet off the ground, but it's not going to hurt anything. We're just trying to get rid of all of the stuff that's touching the ground, like that first tree that I showed you, and then just make it so that there's actually a way through the driveway without scraping the top of stuff. Part of the rural fire suppression kind of thing or whatever, they want it to be 14 foot tall. And so that's what I'm trying to do on the driveway. But like, I'm not going to be able to get all of those dead branches. Those are just way too high. I'd need a boom truck for that, which I wouldn't mind getting rid of because they look terrible and they are going to fall like this winter. If there's any, snow build up on them, they'll break. But anyway, we still got big old long hanging bowed ones that those branches, I mean, that's the same branch. I can't get that high to cut it. So that's when you end up with ones like this right here, where it's kind of bobbed off at the end, which I think looks dumb, but at least they're not, hanging down on the ground, because the fire would just go right up those branches, and that green stuff with the pitch in it, whew, they go up quick. So anyway, that's what we were trying to accomplish. I still need to get out here and do more, but just thought I'd show you guys what it is I'm trying to accomplish. think that's about as good as we're gonna get for today with this saw. The driveway is cleared. Obviously we've got a bunch more trees that are on the property that need to be taken care of, but I think that'll do it for today. So thanks for checking up on us, and we'll see you again here shortly. God bless y'all. All right, so in case you guys get one of these things and don't read the directions, yeah, I actually read the user's manual. I know it's weird. When you're doing this, when it's warm, you're gonna have a little bit of chain sag, but when it's cold, you really shouldn't have a whole lot of any. This little dial right here is how you set that. This one's already a little bit warm, so we want a little bit on there, but as soon as you loosen this dial up, it'll start moving. Anyway, you got to have it just loose enough. But anyhow, we'll tighten that back down. And then it says you're supposed to cut from the bottom side. This is true for any limbing, but anyway, cut up from the bottom about 1/4 of an inch or 1/4 of the way, and then come back in and cut down. And that what that does is it keeps the limb from hanging up. Some of the really small ones, I decided not to do that, but as you saw in some of those, it kind of came back to haunt me. So I'll show you real quick how they say to do it. There's a pretty good size one in there. It's about 4 inches, so here we go. Now it starts pinching, and you can feel it, so that's when it's time. About 1/4 of the way, maybe 1/3 on that one. I didn't quite get it lined up perfectly, but that's the way it's supposed to go. If you just go down straight from the top, it's gonna peel off a little bit. But if you try and go up from the bottom, it's gonna pinch big time. Uh-oh. I think I'm about out of battery. Oh, worst timing ever. All right, well. I'm all sweaty and it's time to go.